Welcome to the channel. We are diving straight into the action with massive shifts shaking up the market right now. Get ready because we start with Amazon's bold move into logistics infrastructure. Amazon has just opened up its entire logistics infrastructure to outside companies for the very first time, partnering with giants like Procter & Gamble and American Eagle Outfitters. This move has sent shockwaves through the supply chain industry, causing immediate turbulence in logistics stocks, especially for GXO Logistics, which saw a massive drop. We break down exactly what this means for the future of logistics.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam-Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the evolving landscape of retail itself. Walmart is no longer just a defensive stock. It is rapidly becoming a powerhouse blending growth and defense. We explore how Walmart has successfully pivoted into groceries and scaled its digital presence with Walmart Connect and Walmart Plus, challenging the traditional definitions of retail investment and asking Wall Street a major question about its true identity. Now we shift focus to the complexities of supply chain integration. Amazon Supply Chain Services is now available to any business, and this has immediate ripple effects across shipping networks. We examine the concerns raised by Wake Forest University Associate Teaching Professor of Economics, Todd McFall, regarding how Amazon's approach might impact established carriers in the Triad area and what this means for long-standing business relationships. Finally, we look at the incredible expansion of Amazon's fulfillment capabilities. Amazon Business has just rolled out same-day grocery delivery to over 2,300 U.S. cities, bringing temperature-controlled logistics directly to commercial customers. Learn how this move allows organizations to consolidate their procurement of everything from milk to printer ink in one single cart, and we wrap up with our final thoughts on these massive industry transformations. Don't miss out, stay tuned. Amazon's announcement of a new supply chain services business, opening its existing logistics infrastructure to external partners like Procter & Gamble and American Eagle Outfitters, sent shockwaves through the supply chain industry on Monday. The news immediately triggered a sell-off in logistics stocks, with GXO Logistics, the world's largest pure-play contract logistics company, experiencing an 18% drop in its stock value, signaling investor concerns about Amazon's competitive threat. Following the announcement, GXO CEO Patrick Kelleher addressed the market, dismissing the immediate threat posed by Amazon. Kelleher argued that Amazon's model, inviting external customers to use pre-existing infrastructure, is fundamentally different from GXO's value proposition, which centers on highly customized, bespoke warehouse solutions incorporating advanced technologies like AI. Kelleher attributed the stock sell-off to a knee-jerk investor reaction and a misunderstanding of GXO's specialized focus. He stressed that the contract logistics industry, valued at $500 billion, is large enough to accommodate new entrants, suggesting Amazon's entry will not cause a significant disruption, although he acknowledged potential impacts on capacity-constrained areas like air freight. Focusing on internal strategy, Kelleher confirmed GXO is prioritizing organic growth over mergers and acquisitions, concentrating on key verticals such as aerospace, defense, and life sciences, alongside significant opportunities in North America. In the first quarter, GXO reported revenue of $3.3 billion, exceeding expectations, and saw strong performance in its strategic sectors, with the pipeline for new business growing by 35%. Management has also raised full-year guidance for adjusted EBITDA and earnings per share, projecting continued organic growth of 4% to 5%. Kelleher remains optimistic, believing GXO is positioned to significantly outpace the industry's compound annual growth rate of 6% to 8%, and sees the recent stock downturn as a potential buying opportunity if the company executes its growth strategy effectively. GXO is planning an investor day in the third quarter to detail its multi-year growth targets. Walmart is navigating a complex identity on Wall Street, blurring the lines between a traditional defensive retailer and a high-growth technology platform amid intensifying rivalry with Amazon. Historically viewed as a safe haven during economic downturns, Walmart's stock has experienced significant appreciation, surging 72% in 2024 and 23% in 2025, prompting analysts to question whether the company should be classified as growth, defensive, or both. This dual nature stems from a strategic transformation. Walmart countered Amazon's disruption in general merchandise by pivoting aggressively into groceries, establishing itself as the largest grocer in the United States. This foundation of essential, repeat consumer spending provides a significant insulation against pure e-commerce threats. Simultaneously, Walmart is building a robust digital presence. U.S. e-commerce sales have climbed 27% in the latest fiscal year, with digital commerce now accounting for about 23% of net sales. Furthermore, its digital advertising arm, Walmart Connect, has expanded by 46% to reach $6.4 billion, positioning it as a major retail media network. The subscription service Walmart Plus, launched to counter Amazon Prime, has amassed over 30 million subscribers, adding nearly 4 million in March 2026 alone. The competitive landscape is stark. In the fiscal year ending January 2026, Amazon's total revenue surpassed Walmart's, closing at $716.92 billion compared to Walmart's $713.16 billion. However, Amazon's revenue is significantly bolstered by high-margin segments like Amazon Web Services and advertising, which are not reflective of pure retail performance. In terms of core retail business, Walmart remains the larger operation. The valuation debate is central to the discussion. Walmart trades at approximately 45 times forward earnings, a multiple typically reserved for high-growth technology firms. Conversely, Amazon trades at roughly 26 times forward earnings, despite growing its revenue at nearly double Walmart's rate and generating substantially higher, expanding operating margins through its cloud and advertising ventures. Critics argue that the valuation gap is anomalous, suggesting Walmart's defensive positioning carries an unsustainable premium. Despite these valuation complexities, technical indicators show positive momentum, with analysts like Morgan Stanley highlighting Walmart's strong competitive stance and its proven ability to capture customer traffic during periods of consumer economic stress. Amazon Supply Chain Services is now open to all businesses seeking assistance with moving, storing, and delivering goods, signaling a significant shift in the logistics landscape. This new service is expected to have considerable repercussions for existing shipping companies within the Triad region. According to Wake Forest University Associate Teaching Professor of Economics, Todd McFall, the $2.9 trillion company is set to engage major industries in the Triad that currently maintain contracts with carriers such as FedEx. However, McFall cautions that the demands of the modern supply chain are highly specialized. He noted that established relationships between businesses and carriers have matured, meaning both parties now possess a deep understanding of the stakes involved in storage and delivery. These local businesses have very specific operational requirements, and Amazon will face a challenge in adapting to these nuanced demands. McFall predicts that Amazon will ultimately absorb some of this local business from existing competitors. Furthermore, he anticipates that Amazon will eventually become a major client for UPS and FedEx, potentially utilizing the Piedmont Triad International Airport. Amazon Business has significantly expanded its offerings by introducing same-day grocery delivery for commercial customers across more than 2,300 locations in the United States. This new service integrates fresh and perishable groceries, including produce, dairy, meat, seafood, baked goods, and frozen foods, into the existing platform that already supplies office and breakroom essentials. The fulfillment of these grocery orders is managed through Amazon's temperature-controlled logistics infrastructure, allowing deliveries to be precisely timed to customer-specified windows that align with business operating hours. This move directly addresses demand from buyers looking to streamline procurement by consolidating the purchasing of fresh food with other workplace supplies through a single channel. Amazon Business Vice President Shelley Salomon stated that the initiative responds to customer requests for an easier way to order groceries alongside everyday business necessities. She noted that organizations can now combine items like copy paper and printer ink with milk and fresh fruit, receiving everything delivered to their workplace within hours. Business Prime members are eligible for free same-day delivery on grocery orders exceeding $25 in most covered areas, with an option available for smaller baskets. The expansion follows Amazon's recent rollout of its Amazon Now rapid delivery service in the US and Europe, leveraging experience gained from previous operations in India and the UAE, which focuses on delivering thousands of items within 20 minutes via micro-fulfillment centers. Separately, Amazon is facing legal action in California. The company is being sued alleging that it coordinated with suppliers and rival retailers to inflate product prices instead of competing on lower pricing. The court filing, originally from 2022, claims Amazon pressured suppliers to increase prices on competing platforms or remove products from those sites, alleging that this conduct constrained competition and raised consumer prices in the state.